Okay, are we on? I think so. Get my camera sorted. That's all right. All right, okay. Right. I am just testing my audio for the Proton pack. So I just need to switch this on. Now that's not very loud at all. Like, at all. So can I get that louder? Does this have a volume on it? I'm looking at this, by the way. Wondering if this has a volume on it. I'm not sure it does, but that's not very loud at all, which isn't good because I need it to be loud. I mean, you can't even hear it. I'll try and put it close to there. I don't know if you can even hear that. Any way of getting it louder on this? I don't think there is. Now that's going to be a problem if there's no way of getting that louder. Not any louder on this one either, which is a real shame. Just let me try this audio on this one. I think it's just not a very good speaker. Let me test it inside a tube and just dump that down in there and see what happens. That's the light. That is a bit louder. So the problem I've got is the sound from this isn't loud enough. I wonder. Why isn't there any noise from this anymore? Thank you. I wonder if I could get a cheap volume control, whether that would help any. I don't think I've got one. It's just gonna have a look on my wire wall. I'm pretty sure I would remember if I had one. Move that out of the way. Yeah, doesn't look like I've got one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look up volume controls Because I think this one might be loud enough once it's inside the neutrona wand after it's got something to bounce around on. Or I could just get 2 volume controls. Try and give it a bit of extra oomph. Okay, well, anyway, aside from all that, I need to put all this back in the project bucket. Project, whatevs. Move all that to one side. And I need this over here. I need to keep that out of the way so that I can reinforce all this, because it's not going to stand up to much with repeated use. Not going to take much. I just need to maybe add some sticks, some lollipop sticks. As if I can remember where I put them. These ones will do. Okay, I need to plug the glue gun in. Why did my remote disconnect? Good, disconnect. Thank you very much. All right. Go to there. You're going to be too long? Are you going to let me? Yeah, it's all right. I can get those down inside of there. Plenty of room. I'll just use some more cardboard for the back wall, so I don't have to saw any of these down to fit. I'll just use these for the bottom. Keep those, because I just know as soon as I throw those away, I'm going to need those bits of cardboard. Right, while the glue gun's warming up, I'm going to see how much volume controls there are on eBay. Nope, that's Amazon. .5mm volume control. Fiver? I don't think so. Sort by lowest price. Lowest price £3.11. Okay, I'll look deeper into that at some point. I did used to have a volume control. I don't know where it's gone. I didn't get that down fast enough to get right to the edge because the glue wasn't warm enough. So it is where it is now. That's all right. Just see those in there. This will also help it stay flat. Got room for one more, I reckon. Oh, I reckon. Or maybe not. Ah well. It's in there now. That's going to be underneath the tube going through anyway, so it doesn't matter that it's not entirely flat. They're all in there. Sturdy. Putting in there. Is it going to let me put some in there? Not really. I could snap them in half quite easily. And it's just sanding them down. Although I've got my snips, haven't I? Snip, snip, snipperoo. That bit. I'll just do half. It'll be enough. Just over half. That one's split already. Don't want that one. How many did I use for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6. 7. Alrighty. I didn't think how awkward it was going to be to get down there. But I got it in without burning myself, so that's always a bonus. Wonder if AliExpress do volume controls from China. They're certainly not making it easy. Hello. Hello, father. Might be able to fit more than 3 in there. By the looks of things. Hello. Good afternoon. There we go. Reinforced top and bottom. I could probably put those somewhere. It's just getting to it. I don't think it especially needs it all that much. Put those to one side. Right, what I need to do is get the battery pack out. I need to cut this flap off. Get rid of all the glue, got a lot of glue strands. So, knife there. Ah man, there's a bunch of glue on that bit. I think it should come off all right. What are we stuck on? I'd like as clean a cut as possible, but I haven't got one. So I'm just going to have to cut this out and then make, well, I can probably put that one back on. Alrighty. So that's going to be in there. Right. Like that. And this flap is going to be removable so that I can get to the battery pack and turn it off and on again. But what I need to do is see exactly where it comes to in there and then build like a container for it so that it doesn't move about when it's being put back and used and whatnot. I suppose I could just make a cardboard box with a hole for the wire and then just glue that in there. That might be the easiest solution. Now then, which is which? That's that. Try not to damage the wire. I should be all right. I'll put a bit more glue on it. Just for safekeeping. Try not to glue the battery door on. Because that would be bad. It should be all right. If this ever dries. There we go. Better. That can go back on there. And so I need to make a housing for this. That can go in the bin. And it needs to be sturdy. So I should probably use corrugated as much as I don't want to. No, mind you, this is pretty sturdy. I'll use this. Right, okay, what we're talking. Am I going to be able to fit two on there? Because I need side and I need the bottom. Yes, it does fit. Should fit just nice. That comes out to there. And I'll score these lines instead of with the scissors instead of the knife so that they don't cut all the way through. Okay, that'll be on that side. Don't do it high enough. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. I thought I'd given it plenty of distance, but obviously not. Yeah, that'll do. So then I need to put a wall on this side. in there. So it's going to be around about 2.5 centimeters. Let's give that a whirl, shall we? Right there. And right there. I'll probably have to strengthen this edge because now it's going to buckle. All right, it needs to be more or less that big. I'm sure there'll be some adjustments to make. I'll use this to strengthen that edge. I need to cut that off. I'll do. I can go on the inside like that. Which one was it? This one. Well, it is now. Right. So that's going to make it, that's going to force it to have the fold that I need rather than the first one that I made. Just in there. And that needs to go in there. There we are. Just hold that there for a second. That's dry. Right, so if that's the inside edge, like that. I need to make it so I can slide it out easily enough. All right, let's see now. I'll just do one 2.5 centimeter like bracket almost. Make it that's not long enough. There to there. About 2. Right, so 2 centimeters for the first fold. Just there, and then it'll be how big is that one? 2.5. So we've got 2 centimeters for the first fold. 2.5 for the fold over. And then a tiny little one on the other side. I'll make it about 1 centimeter. I should have some wiggle room. Alrighty. Okie dokie. So if I glue that to there, that to there, I could probably get that inside there, to be honest, to make it a bit more secure. Then it's just a matter of the wire, isn't it? I wonder if I'll be able to... I should be able to bend that in. It's just in there. Is it going to bend in there? No, that's not wide enough. So it needs to go in wire first. You know what? I'm going to have to make this longer. I'm going to have to bring it out to here, which I didn't want to do, but I'm going to have to. You're going to have to come off. Right. Are you going to go in there now? Not without a struggle. So it needs to be wider. this way. Go to about there. Good job this is getting painted and stuff, because it's going to look absolutely atrocious before then. Okay. Right, that now has a room. What about that way? Yes. Right, good. Okay. So now I can do that. And lock that in there. Like so. I want to earth. Have you stuck to there? Get off. Okay, and then that goes under there. I'll slide the battery back out this time. Once I've got it situated. That goes in there. That's not going anywhere once that's in there. So I can glue that down to the inside of the neutrona wand. And get these out of the way. Right. Yeah, I can glue that in there. That can go in there like that. And then I just need to make another bit that encapsulates this, the absolute dog dirt of a section. Okay. Move all you out of there. There we go. So this is going to test me, this, isn't it? This is going to test me. Ow. Burn. Okay. I think that's in there. And I got that glue off there before it bit me too bad, so win-win. Okay, so battery compartment is in. So now I need to make these walls. That's thin enough to get next to that doohickey, but I might take that off. Maybe. I don't want to rip the cardboard too much. Should be all right. Okay. And it needs to be 2 centimeters high. Everything's getting in my way. Do, 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 do. Okie dokie. You're driving me insane, you cable. Absolutely insane. Get that right up to there. I could probably just stick that to there, to be honest, for a bit of extra sturdiness. And I just need to make the sides, which I can make out of these. I'll just cut that in half. Gonna look like an absolute dog's dinner. But it'll do. That's not going anywhere. Right, this should glue much better to there now. Always working with shoulds and never wills on this. And can always patch up with foam clay, fill in all the gaps. There we go. Reinforce these edges. Should just look like welds for the most part. Then I'm going to need to make a new one of these to fit across the entire thing. And then that'll be on a hinge and it'll fix with Velcro on the top. So it can be opened and the battery pack can be pulled out. So needs to be 9.5 by 4.5. So 4.5 there. Four and a half there. and then 9.5 there, and there. Okay, so that should fit right there. Nice enough. Then I'll put a hinge on that side and then Velcro on this side, so I can always get to the battery panel, battery pack rather. Right. So that lives down in there. That fits snug as a bug in the rug in there. Then I need to make both of these into a male. That can go over there. And then I need to affix this power switch up in there, but just the switch portion, which I've reckoned to have measured already. So if I cut this out, oh no, what an idiot. I've gone and put lollipop sticks in there, haven't I? What an absolute moron. Just wasn't thinking about the switch. What a thorough idiot I am. This is not going to go well at all. What a moron. Might have to cut this entire panel off and put a new one in. That's going to be the path of least destruction, I think. Can't believe I did that. What an idiot. Absolute luck. What a moron. Take my maker card away from me. Right. A clean panel. There we go. What have we got here? Right. Okay. 8.5 by 7. Eight and a half by 7. You know, this is giving me more trouble than the actual pack did. Probably because I made it before I figured out how big it needed to be to fit everything inside. Probably. That's probably the reason. Okay. Too big? Too big. Better. All right. Okay. I've got a fresh panel on there. I will have to reinforce it from the inside once I've figured out where the switch needs to be again. But how is that going to fit in there somehow? How are you going to fit in there? Just bring that around. Okay, okay. Promising. Right. Let's do that. 1 centimeter by 2.5 centimeters. About there. Any normal person would have cut this out before they stuck it on. But that's not me. Right, where did you fit? You fit down there, didn't you? Right underneath where the tube will be. Then you fit in there. I can always glue something else to the top of the switch to make it a bit more proud if I need to, but I don't think I will. And then I can affix this sound device on top of the battery pack dock, and I can stick the speaker to this back wall, and then everything should have enough room. Should. Pull that out of there for the time being. Because that still needs to fit in there, and it does. This fits nicely underneath. Just that's the power cable for the noise doodad. Where did the handle go? There. And that goes on there. Might have to make a new handle because it's not big enough for my fingers. So if I make a longer one, then that'll be fine. So now that that's in there, I think I'll leave it in there just so I know what room I've got. I can jam some dowel in there to elongate that, and then I'll make a new handle. So I need to put that in. I don't particularly want to hot glue it, so I think I might have to make some cardboard brackets over the back. That is about 2 centimeters in depth. So can't draw with a knife, you moron. 2 centimeters. I need 2 centimeters in the middle of it. Put 2.5 either side. 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters. That should give me enough to glue it either side. Right, so you can come off. I'll use the bigger one, I think. And then I can yes. Okay, so if I glue those, take that underneath. I'm not entirely sure it'll hold. After repeated pushes, but it might. Hmm. Right, sound module. Which, you know what, I can probably keep that on there, to be honest. No, I'll use one of my adapters, so I haven't got an extra. No, I can't because I need to. Nope, I'll just use this. But now I need to fit all this in here, and I also need to find out where the LED hole has gone, which is there. I still need to figure out how to make the power switch. And that needs to go in that hole. Which has healed up somehow. There we go. That can go in there. And I also need to fit a power switch in there somehow. So you can come out for the time being, as can you. Now this is a switch I've been working on so far. It's spring loaded so that I can press it from the top, or rather that way. And these, or something attached to these, will press my two switches for the lights and the sounds. But I need to fit this in there. And I haven't got a lot of room to play with. Like, at all. But once that's in position, we're home free. Once I've figured out the volume control. But it needs to be there because this tube carries on inside under this. So it needs to be right there. And it needs to not be in the way of the tube coming through, which it's gonna. That's not going to hold on there for long. Might have to glue that in there permanently once everything's situated, and then reinforce it. Right, I'm just going to cut a hole in this. Okay. So if you're right in the way of the tube, aren't you? Like right in the way. Unless I bring it right up there. Then I'm going to have to build something like a platform for it underneath for it to sit on so that it's pressable. But it's still going to be in the way of the tube. Oh no. I don't know if you can tell, but I did not think this through. Like at all. I just made this and then figured I'd make everything fit. But I haven't. So we might have to go back to the drawing board and actually work out what goes where before I make it. I know that sounds crazy, but it might have to be what happens. Because I can't see another way around it. Unless Get out. Right, my problem is, right, these two switches are what's required. One does the lights and one does the sounds, and they both need to be pressed at the exact same time. Now, my original idea was to have those glued to the inside bottom in there, and then have this switch with like a button on top here, like a plastic lid or something on top here, which you would press from outside, which would depress the whole thing, and something glued to this would then push these. So now what I'm thinking is, if I cut, I can just put a bit of cardboard over this and cover that up, that's no problem. If I unplug these and make two little holes in this and thread them through, I've got some more switches somewhere with which to test my theory. It's just finding out where I've put them. I need to sort my drawers out anyway. Anyway, thread these wires through the holes and then get them back to this on the inside, and then have these two glued to the top with something over the top of both of them, like something like that. So that when you just press in the middle of it, it presses them both at the same time. But will it? That's my problem. To glue that over the top of them and then put something central, like not this, but a button central. That presses them both at the same time. So I reckon that is my only option instead of rebuilding the entire thing. That's all I can think of. So I need to get these out of here, if I can remember how, without pulling the wires out. How do I get these out of there? That one's out. Come on. Thank you. Pain in the ass. Right. I think I'm okay. I need to cut two little holes for these to go through, and then stick these two on there. Okay, is that going to be big enough? Yes. Can I get it back out? Yes. Just another one. All right, we're on to plan B here, if you discount all the other plans we've been through. So I need to make another panel to cover that. About there and about there. I'll use the scissors. That just needs to go on there like that. On there. Cover up that hole that I made not 10 minutes ago. The volume control it'll just be turned up to max and it'll be inside, I think. Just be pushed all the way up to max and then shoved inside there and left alone. It's just a little slidey thing that the what's the word I'm looking for? Where's the speaker gone? There. Just a little headphone wire adapter with a little volume control in it on a slider or on a dial. I'll turn it up to max and just shove it inside. And hopefully it works, because if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do about. I mean, it should. I don't know if it will. So the next plan of action is if I send you through there, like so, and send you through there, like so. I have you both glued to there. There's something bridging the gap, and then another button on top to centralize it. That is what I'm going to work with. I mean, I've got some more switches somewhere, so if anything drastic should happen to these, at least I've got some spares. Only two though, I think. I'd love to know where I put them. I should have a drawer, especially marked. I'm going to unplug the glue gun for now. See if I can't find these switches. They've got to be in here. There, I think. Okay, oh, I've got 3 more switches. I'm sure some came with the other LEDs. Just figuring out where I put the other LEDs. I only had them the other day. So who knows? They could be miles away by now. There they are. LED, LED. Switch, 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 switch. So I've got plenty of switches. Plenty of switches. Should anything happen to those. And I'm using the red LED. I've got a green one, a blue one, and a yellow one for future projects. I suppose I could put 3 next to each other and have another switch go into a different coloured LED that comes out on top here. But that might just be asking for trouble. And then I can cover these up. I might even leave them because they look pretty cool. Anyway, that's the plan. But I think I need to source a volume control before I go fixing anything else in place. I'll have a look on AliExpress. Right, hold on a minute. I've got the power cable going through. Which is that, I believe. And then I've got can't remember which is which. I'm pretty sure that for the power cable. So that'll fit into the USB hub, which will power everything. And then that is for the returning power for the sound module, which also goes into the USB hub. Then the lights and the secondary lights also fit into the USB hub. And that should be that. And all that will be inside the Proton pack, which you're not going to see, so that doesn't matter. And that's got some decent weight to it now. So you can all live in there. And tomorrow I'll be making a handle extension. Now that I need one, apparently. So I can do away with it. Well, I won't throw it away just yet, but I don't need that anymore. There we go. I'll keep my lollipop sticks tidy until I come to go in the drawer and they'll just be all over the place for no reason. Okay, so I think, at least for the time being, it's crisis averted. Because I thought I was going to have to remake the entire Neutrona wand, which I was prepared to do, but I didn't want to. Right, so I think that's about it for me today. My brain's all fuzzed up with problem solving on the fly. Just imagine if this was an edited video project from start to finish in about 10 minutes. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I might do that at some point if I can be bothered. Once the project's finished, I might make an edited video chronicling the entire thing from start to finish. I dread to think how many hours I'm on at the moment. Gotta be, I don't know, 20, 25, 30. But most of it's just stuff going wrong. Anyway, I'm going to go and I'll be back on tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, and I'll see you there hopefully. Bye.